In this example we will simulate the mechanical operation of a manual drill. To track the applications in this example, open the manual drill template, available in the class. Note that there are some modeled surfaces. These surfaces were created in the modeling of the parts, and represent the primitive diameter of the gear and the pine nuts. That is, the diameter of tangents between the gear and the pine nuts. These surfaces will be important at the time of defining the joints between these parts, and also for defining the restriction of rotation synchronism. To learn how to model surfaces, take the Render Inventor 2015 Surfaces course. See that the assembly is already mounted. However, let's add rotation synchronization constraints, so that the operation conforms to the actual behavior of the system. For this we select the constraint tool, go to the Motion tab, choose the type rotation and then reverse. With button 1 triggered, we select the surface of the primitive diameter of the gear, and then, with button 2 triggered, we select the surface of the primitive diameter of the pinion. In ratio, we insert the gear-gear ratio. The gear ratio is the division between the number of gear teeth and the number of pinion teeth. That is, 56-15, because the gear has 56 teeth, and the pinion 15. See the result of this assembly constraint. We repeat operations for the other pinion. Now, in ratio, we enter the negative value -56-15, because this pinion must rotate in the opposite direction to the other pinion. When the crank is rotated manually, the rotational movement is transmitted to the gear, which in turn is transmitted to the pine nuts, which ultimately transmits the rotation to the chuck. We go to the dynamic simulation environment, and we launch the Insert Joint tool, to insert the joints that define the dynamic movement of the parts. The joint that applies in this case is the rolling cone-on-cone, available in the group Rolling Joints. In Component 1, we select a circular edge that defines the center of the gear. In Component 2, we select the surface of the primitive diameter of the pinion. We click Apply to apply the joint and not close the command window. We repeat the operation for the second pinion. We open the simulation settings, to define that we will give the RPM information, that is, rotations per minute, and not per degree per second. Let's go to the properties of the standard revolution joint that defines the rotation of the gear. In the tab of the degree of freedom of rotation DUF1R, we click on Edit Imposed Motion, to edit the imposed movements, and enable the imposition of movements. Click this arrow to set the input by constant values. The rotation of the manual drill will be constant, at 30 RPM, that is, in 1 minute it will give 30 turns. We've finished the simulation so we can get back to the assembly environment. We will take the visibility of the surfaces that represent the primitive diameters and helped us in the parameterization of the movements. We return to the dynamic simulation environment, now to run the simulation. Set the final simulation time to 2 seconds, and click play. There, the simulation of the operation of the manual drill has been performed. See that by opening the output chart, we can check the maximum moment in each instant, among other information such as the position. In this example, we simulate the mechanical operation of a manual drill.